Welcome back to another episode of my trading vlog, where all the views are basically coming from returning subscribers. If that's you, give yourself a thumbs up. Let's just hop right into the charts. We're going to start with SPY, and then we're going to try to get to AKTS and MARA as well. SPY pushing up and out of this rising diagonal, which I pointed out the other day, expecting to reach 433.82, hitting that now. What a thing. Look at that. There it is. It's kind of just the way it goes. In a frantic wave E, finishing this wave B. So we'll be following this rally higher, and on Wednesday, we'll see what the market really wants to do. It's going to depend a lot on what Fed Chairman Powell says. Of course, hitting the meme stocks next, GameStop, doing all sorts of weird stuff. On a line chart, just a straight dive down, and then big push higher. Look at this, huge push higher. Last time I was looking at this, I said, hey, if we break down but below 2022, then we had this price target. But apparently that's not what we're going to be doing, and that's fine. We didn't confirm that. Rather, I called this a bottom, and I said we keep an eye on it, because really that's a pretty dramatic reversal. So I'm going to be keeping tabs on this one for a bit longer. I mean, look at those candles. Big, fat, tall, green. Just laddering higher. Of course, volume is starting to come down now, which is never good. You don't want to see that in the middle of a rally. However, volume is still relatively very high. Implied volatility dropping sharply from about 113% down to 79%. This big push up is retracing a massive zone through which GameStop recently traveled. Implied volatility drops. It looks like it's reactionary. We call this a dead cat bounce. We'll be watching carefully again at 25.51 and see if the price can break above there or not. I would love for this to be the start of MOAS. That'd be like the best story ever. They fire the CEO, and then, like, you know, Cohen becomes the CEO, and then that'd be cool. That'd be an amazing story. Hoping for it. All right, going to AMC, and here we're looking at a bunch of sideways grind. Recently, I'm predicting or forecasting that this little bounce sideways is corrective, not necessarily motive, but actionary in nature. So it's retracing this push down, and what will follow is another leg down to 402. And if that push extends all the way down to 351, quite a ways to go until we get there. You can see implied volatility is kind of going higher. Wow, really rising, as price is seemingly moving through a small trading range. This must be due to how far the price moved. It's going to take us a while to break the averages into a more even spot. Going from 6 down to 430, yeah, that's a pretty significant drop. And it happened in about 5, 10, 20, there's a few weeks, maybe in a month. A few weeks of sideways grind makes sense. We'll see whether or not implied volatility flips back down as price moves higher or sideways, or if it begins to rise as price drops. That's going to be the cue, is to watch the implied volatility there, I believe. You can see on the MACD, there's a little flash of green here. I said it, I think it was last week, there could be a momentum shift. We're going to be watching very carefully for that. More than anything, I think the MACD is really just going to show green, because it doesn't take much to pull the averages into positive after such an extreme was set. That's a brutal daily chart. It really is. That's, wow, brutal. I mean, when I say that AMC is going to drop, it's like it does typically. It does a lot, and that's interestingly how the channel goes. I didn't start that way. I was like all in the MOAS and like, woo, this thing's gonna go crazy. Look at these price targets, and then actually it didn't happen that way, and I ended up forecasting like the big move from 46 down to 7. People thought I was crazy, then it happened, and it's like, well, there you go. I don't know. That's Bulkowski chart pattern analysis. Ape moving sideways in wave B, just seemingly stuck in this absolutely nothing land. It's not even worth looking at, really, not until it moves one or the other. Let's go ahead and take a look at AKTS really quick. Looking at, CAPPUCCIN0s Technologies. Am I saying that right? We're going to have to do a search on some videos. I think this is properly the downtrend, that low being set in October of 2022. I'll color this appropriately in the long dashed red line, breaking that and pushing higher, but then reversing and coming back down. Ouch. That's harsh. That's really harsh. And this could even be a motive wave through here. It's hard to tell if this is just an A, B to C, or if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to throw on a line chart. The line chart helps filter out some of those extremes. This looks pretty ABC until you get to here. This really could be wave 4 because the rule is that wave 4 can't retrace into wave 1. So if this is the first wave heading down, small retrace, wave 3, 4, and 5. Wave 5 being shorter than wave 3, meaning that wave 3 is not the shortest wave. This could be a motive wave. That downtrend could all be one motive wave. It looks kind of weird though, doesn't it? It kind of looks like ABC, but then what do I do with this? It makes more sense to say that we had some sort of double bottom come through here, and this was a big 3-wave structure. Clearly this is A, B, and C in a reactionary trend to the downtrend, confirming this bottom. But since we've seen the price come down, and it's not really coming down all that much, I would say breaking above that 348 level. That's where bullish reversal lies, is right here. So that's the level to watch. This was the level that the Elliott wave count would suggest is the bullish reversal level. Bullish reversal. And remember, when we're talking about Elliott wave, we're always talking about degrees. And there could be a larger wave degree that turns all of us around. It looks kind of like this has not been trading for that long. Show me a monthly max. There we go. Here you can see pretty well. This is probably motive, reactionary motive. It's probably like A, B, C, X, probably A, B, C, and now we've had a motive wave heading lower. And this is on the monthly maximum chart. This is a big push down after setting a new high. The IPO coming out at around 250, peaking near 1283, then 1530, and falling all the way down to where we are at now, 322. Again, remember, I don't know anything about some of these stocks. This is one of them. I know nothing about this company at all. That downtrend has broken, but I would not necessarily be calling for a big reversal yet. There could be some sort of bottom forming through here. I just want to say that it might look like a right angle and ascending broadening formation. So maybe watch this pattern. And as price rises after that third touch point at the bottom, which happened recently, that's a Bulkowski buy. I would say wait for 348. If that comes through, then you never know. Maybe the pattern, the price retraces all the way back up to $7 in this big right angled or ascending broadening formation. Moving on from there, AKTS to MARA. I don't know if this will be on TD. Is this the right one? Marathon Digital Holdings. This is an interesting chart. Looks like a meme chart. You got a big initial actionary trend heading higher, reversal, and after no time at all, of course, you get, and it always happens in like this weird shape where it's not really any kind of pennant, but people will draw that. It's truly actionary, reactionary, actionary, reactionary, and then it's like actionary. It's back and forth between motive and corrective waves, A, B, and C, forming this weird 3-wave form that almost looks like a triangle. Price explodes higher, soaring to like 76. Where was it trading when it was in 2019? Like $1? Wow, that's incredible. Huge percentage gains. Huge percentage gains. It looks like they're even missing earnings through here too. Estimated at 0.21 and actually coming in negative $1.09. And the fuck, look at it rose. It went up. What is that about? Reactionary trend heading lower, followed by another push, and this could be another 5-wave form because again, if wave 1 is not retraced, and you can see this push higher came right up to that level where wave 1 ended and then turned back down. And this does not look motive, does it? ABC, perhaps ABC, and this is a B wave through here, and that would make very little sense. This is a hard one. Let's find the downtrend. There's the lowest low. Here's the highest high. Dragging that down through there. Again, we've had a downtrend break, but we haven't seen a big surge in price movement. Isn't that curious? That is curious to me. I'm wondering if there's not something to read into right here. Possibly. There could be a rising diagonal through here. A, B, C, D, E. E typically overthrows. Looking for a reversal. If we get back into this rising pattern, that could be really bullish. It could be. I don't want to say that it is. It is nice to see the RSI reaching overbought multiple times before crossing the oscillator. Volume coming in pretty heavy here. Implied volatility dropping, which it will for a while. MACD is near zero. Price seemingly is stabilizing after this big downtrend. In fact, let's do a chart pattern analysis. We could probably call this 1, 2... Love to put 3. Sheesh. It's hard to put a chart pattern on here. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. What I do want to do is take a channel tool through here and maybe we do one. That's definitely, we're just going to start labeling channels because this is a good way to find motive waves. There's a channel. There's a channel. See these channels through here? And here's another really tight channel. And then we have a bunch of corrective waves through here. You can see how that works from there to there, from there to there. So this would be waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if this is actually wave A of an ABC correction, and it's in a rising diagonal like this, we need to scrutinize the waveform between opposing trendline touches because it's possible that's actually a leading diagonal triangle. In which case it's very bullish. So we're gonna hop into the 1 hour time frame. And okay, that didn't work out. Can maybe 4 hours work? This will be fine. We're looking for alternating 5, 3, 5. So motive, corrective motive. Looking for motive first. If I can call that 1, 2, this easily can be 3, 4, 5. Boom, 5. That's not bad. That's a good way to start. Now we're looking for A, B, and C heading lower, which is going to be a 3 wave. Perfect. Wave B touching and actually rejecting off of that. Trend line C bringing us down to the next touch point. Motive, corrective. Now is this motive through here? This looks pretty corrective, doesn't it? Yeah, it really does. Wave B here occurring in some sort of horizontal triangle. Just let the chart patterns show up. Don't even fuss. Just let them happen. There it is. And then C bring us to the top. And ooh, this looks flat. That's the what do I call that? Do I call this ABC and like extension sideways forever? This trading range is proving to be problematic for any bullish or bearish wave count, really. It's hard when the price just stops moving like that. That's wild, but we did have motive reactionary. Is it possible that maybe we're at 1, 2, 1, extended wave 2, and we push higher? Not really. I'm not looking at it like that. Can I try putting another channel through here? Yeah. Curious. A. Okay, probably at a higher wave degree, we're looking at wave A, which I will color code blue as I like to do. I use the Argentine flag colors. Duplicating this, pulling this down, this would be B. Maybe we've already played out the correction, right? Looking for motive for C. What happens if Z is happening in a complex zigzag like this? Could this technically be a motive wave? It does channel 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, super truncated 5th. Yeah, that could be. Like wave C might actually end way over here. Which would be weird because you would expect it to be the high, but not if it's a truncated 5th. If that 5th wave truncates down here, then that's where it goes. But this really looks like a complex measure move up. But we're expecting a motive wave through here to get a 3 ABC wave actionary trend. That's weird. That's not really what I'm looking for here. I would say that's probably the end of the uptrend. And I mean, the uptrend did technically break. The uptrend being technically set by the lower trend line through here, which will appropriately color. There you go. And I want to say that we've lost that uptrend. That's so weird. Anyway, so this has been some live analysis. I'm just, relaxing, having a good time these days. If you like the content, consider subscribing. I mean, just think about it. No one's even watching by this point anyway, so happy trading.